Hello there guys, what is going on? Son of Chelsea back here again for another edition of my team selector ahead of the game against Everton on Sunday in the Premier League. The race for Champions League football resumes and it's a big game once again for Chelsea to get back on track in the Premier League and to pick up a valuable 3 points as we get closer to the end of this season. And it's going to be really interesting because I think Chelsea definitely need to follow up on that brilliant performance the other night, and let's hope a lot of the players who perform well can perform well again in the league on Sunday. But before we get into this video, just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button and a notification bell to never miss an upload, especially with this coronavirus thing going on in case we get quarantined and you're gonna have to stay inside and watch YouTube videos. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel to never miss an upload. Also hit that like button to help the channel out. But let's get into the game and team selector and sort of my belief on what the starting lineup is going to be. Usually it's quite unpredictable with Chelsea this season and Lampard, but this game might be more predictable because of the lack of fit players we have. That injury list that keeps piling up week on week. It's the worst injury list I've seen as a Chelsea fan in my time supporting the club. It's horrendous and it only adds further struggle and sort of difficulty for Lampard this season. I think it actually may be worth bringing your boots to Stamford Bridge on Sunday just in case Frank needs you off the bench, because the lack of players we have is staggering, and let's hope and fingers crossed it can improve soon, because it's just such a struggle and it limits what we can do in what Frank Lampard wants to do in a game, and it can affect our results negatively pretty simply. Kovacic is out, bad news on that one. His Achilles injury isn't as bad as first thought and it's believed he probably just will miss this game, which is good because he's been Chelsea's player of the season. More bad news, Callum Hudson-ODOI has re-injured his hamstring, which is of course terrible news. We thought he was getting closer to getting back on the pitch, but that's going to be delayed now. He's going for a scan. Tammy Abraham as well is out probably till the end of the month, which I guess is positive news, not as bad as some others. And Willian is a doubt. On the positive side, Christian Pulisic and Ruben Loftus-Cheek played in a behind a closed door game for Chelsea. Ruben apparently played 45 minutes, both getting back on the pitch, which is good. Christian Pulisic hopefully will be fit for that Aston Villa game, and Ruben may be on the bench for Sunday, so he may make his return even if it is a brief cameo, because of course he has played more football recently than Christian Pulisic. But getting into my team, I think keeping similarity with the other night and sort of consistency and chemistry I think is key, especially in defence. So Kepa for me is going to be in goal. I'm going to keep the same back four: Dave, Rudy, Zuma and Alonso. That was the back five that kept a clean sheet the other night. And, chemistry and consistency has been one thing that we've lacked so often in that area pretty much all season. And let's hope maybe keeping the same players will help that and aid that on Sunday. Fingers crossed. Midfield three, Billy Gilmour has to start. He was man of the match the other night, absolutely mesmerising against Liverpool. Let's hope against the other Merseyside team he can do the same. It's going to be a little bit of a different challenge for Gilmour, I believe, because Liverpool, with their stature, with what they're doing currently, it's a game where we knew we were going to have to sit back. We were going to have probably more space on the counter. Against Everton, you expect them to come to the bridge and sit a little bit deeper. So Chelsea, it's the onus is on Chelsea to break them down, which is probably a new struggle for Billy Gilmour. But let's hope he can rise to the test like he has all the other challenges already. So I have full confidence in him playing well once again. Alongside him, I think Reece James will play in midfield because just a lack of options. There's no cover. Jorginho suspended. Kante still out. Ruben, of course, is not fit yet. So Reece James, of course, has played there for Wigan before in his career. So I just believe we need good passing in that area, and I just believe based on the lack of options Frank has, unless he does a mad one and puts Andrew in there, I believe James will probably be alongside Billy Gilmour in a really young-looking central midfield. Ahead of them, probably either in a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. Ross Barkley scored the other night. He's going to be full of confidence. Let's hope he can play well against his former club. Really erratic player, but that was probably his best moment in the Chelsea shirt the other night. So let's hope that gives him a lot of confidence and belief. The two wingers, I think obviously Pedro worked his socks off the other night. Absolutely deserves his place in this game. And Mason Mount, pretty much if Willian's not fit, Mount has got to play. We've got no other options on the wing. So I believe Mason Mount will start as well. And of course, Olivier Giroud up top. He worked his socks off as well. Let's hope he can get back in scoring ways. He got close against Bournemouth. Let's hope he can find a goal that's much needed for Chelsea on Sunday. So that is my team selector for the game on Sunday. Please let me know your lineups in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you did enjoy it, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to never miss an upload. Follow me on Twitter @Son of Chelsea, and I'll see you again.